So this is the Jaguar XF S. So it's top of the range. It's got a 3-litre diesel supercharged V6 engine.
Am I allowed to laugh?
Yeah, you can laugh if you want. So it does 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. We've got it in red, and it's the Italian red, which actually matches the Jaguar emblem. So it's actually quite a nice colour. So I'll take you around the car and we'll have a look at that in a minute. There's a few things that I like about it. There's a few things I don't like about it. It's a typical British car, so we've got typical British weather to go with it. So it's really difficult to do anything outside. So that's why we're in here. What I don't like is that I got a bit of wind noise when I took it down the motorway. It was a windy day, to be fair. So, but still, I wasn't too impressed with that, with the noise. The comfort, the level of comfort is superb. The ride experience is nice, but it's a little bit old man like, you know. So I'm 42. I think that this car is probably too old for me. Still got a bit of fun in me yet. Having said that, it can be fun to drive. I've got it in dynamic at the moment, and when I put my foot down, you can feel it. So I'll give that a little whirl now. There we go. Head back and all that. Just a little burst of power when you need it or want it. It's there, on tap, no problems. It's a really nice, smooth drive in that respect. The touch screen is something that it's something or nothing. I don't really particularly like it. The sat nav is not very nice. It's you know, it's there, and it runs from an SD card. It's not slow or anything. It's just not as good as the rivals, I don't think. I'm currently using the MMI in an Audi, and the sat nav in that is far superior. The controls are far more superior. Just for example, if I want to turn my heated seat off now because my bum's getting hot, you know, it's a little bit, you know, in an Audi you just press the button, you can do it while you're driving, really easy. But in this, it's a little bit and strangely enough, it hasn't got a CD or /DVD player. So this has got the enhanced sound package. So it's got the top of the range sound package, but to take advantage of that, really, you would need something decent going into it. So you would need to kind of like ideally purchase something on the auxiliary to get it going.
You get a lot of vibration.
Well, I'm revving the engine, that's why you got a bit of vibration.
A lot of vibration on the dash.
Yeah, so I'm not blown away by the technology in this car, really. It's Jaguar need to do something on regarding that to compete. So this car is around about £50,000, just over £50,000 with the options. I think this one comes in at about 54,000. And for the same money, you could get a really decent Audi or BMW, and I think money would be better spent there. Arguably, as well, they would probably retain a better value because they sell better. So again, that may go down to the fact that the Jaguar has been seen as like an old man's car in Britain. So, but that's probably going to change more now with the XE. I mean, this is the XE and the XF now look pretty much identical. The XE just being smaller. So this has got the new interior, matching what the XE's doing, which is quite nice. It goes right around here. This is all a little bit plasticky though. It's not like anything, it's just plasticky. This is plasticky down here, not leather. This is leather, but it's a little bit plasticky here. I like the fact that when you come into the car, the gear stick pops up, and the air vents on the sides, they hide themselves when the car's off.
The boot self-closes itself.
Yeah, that's quite nice, but I'm not really thinking that the dial for changing gears is the best method either, because it's a bit slow. You've got to look down. You can't really do it without looking down. So I think they missed a trick there. So putting it into reverse is a little bit clunky. Not something that I would. I don't think this car is for me. You can hear that in my voice, but I've certainly test drove better cars that are about the same price. So hopefully we'll get a break in the weather in a minute, and I can show you the outside. So it's going to be wet anyway. But once more, let's see if we can hear a bit of this exhaust, if I can get a bit of speed up on these roads. It's probably not quite the F-type exhaust note, but then it is a diesel, so the economy on this one, you're looking at about 35 miles per gallon. General day-to-day use, you may get a bit more if you're going up and down the motorway. Of course they advertise a lot more than that, but I've been getting 35 miles per gallon, 32 miles per gallon, that kind of thing. But I'm a dynamic man. I like it in dynamic mode. Why is there an eco mode? I don't know. You don't buy a car with a 3-litre engine with this much brake horsepower to put it in eco mode, unless you're running out of fuel. That's the only reason I can think of using it. Anyway, head back. Let's get that foot down. And you can see the power is like, wow, it's there. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. So I've got the weather acting against me today. So I just wanted to show you the engine start. And then I'm going to stop the car as well, just to show you some of the automated things that happen. So you can see the air vents are open at the moment over here, and the gear lever or knob is want for a better word, is down. So if I start the car, this pops up, as you can see, which is quite a nice touch. And this seems quite hard wearing, but it's not wood. It's not like a plate. It's not very nice, and it's like either plasticky or thin metal. Not terribly impressed with that. Got a little cubby hole in here, a couple cups. Lift this up. We've got a bit of rubbish in there, but you've got your SD card there for your nav. Yeah, it's a comfortable place to be. I mean, the leather is a really good quality leather, and so that's quite good. I mean, it looks a bit grey in this video, but it's actually black. Nice stitching. Yeah, over to the interface here. So really easy to sync with your phone. I can play music through my phone quite easily. And got DAB radio, but ideally, you know, in their nature, those are compressed formats. So you want a decent format to play back, because this has got the a better sound system, like I said. Anyway, so we're gonna go turning it off, and what we're gonna see is the vents close. So this is the vents closing. There we go. So there we go. They close, the knob goes down, and it all looks a bit more sleeker in here all of a sudden. This model has the panoramic sunroof, and what I like about this sunroof is it has got a cover as well, so you can cover it. A lot of cars have kind of like ditching the cover now, so in colder climates it can bring in a lot of cold. I don't think this is give much insulation, but certainly is certainly something to have on a sunny day as well. So, and when it's colder, perhaps. So I like to leave it open because it makes it feel quite airy. So up here we've got like an in case of an accident, because it's got a built-in SIM card, so it's like an emergency services. Over here you've got a recovery, so if you break down, and then we got the sunroof buttons up here as well. Sorry if it's a bit dark. The weather is horrific, of course. Nice bit of space in the back. So I'm going to step out in the rain now, and I'm going to have a little look around the back of the vehicle. Okay, so in the rain, see what I do for you guys? Right, so I'm getting absolutely soaked. Automatic boot opening, which is nice. Get your shopping in there, your toolboxes, no problem. Plenty of room in the back of there. So again, talking about this being the S model, it's got the twin exhausts, which compared to you know, its siblings, some of them have got like 2 exhausts on one side. It does not look as nice. Again, this is nicer, but it's still not as good as some of the competitors. Look at the exhausts on some of the Mercedes and the BMWs and the Audis. Nice alloys on this. This red colour here is the Italian red. It's very nice, and like I say, it's almost a match for the logo and the wheel calipers, so the brakes. So very nice looking car. It's got a nice look to it, without a doubt. But is it worth £50,000?